Well, that's a little spicy, campers. Oh, good morning, campers. Welcome back to the Daily Meat, another morsel of protein goodness. It's quite warm again today, it's quite warm. The temperature today is going to be up to 28 degrees Celsius. It's currently 10:30. I've just opened the meat wagon up, and as you saw a minute ago, it is rather warm in there. So I've cracked the windows open the back door, the sunroof, get a bit of airflow in there. So this beautiful bank holiday heat wave is continuing. Tomorrow and the day after, in my part of this fine country in South Lincolnshire, it's supposed to be 32 degrees. Very hot, campers, very hot. And then during next week, the temperature's supposed to drop just a couple of degrees, and then by Friday back up to 32 again. Whew. Like I say, I don't mind this weather at all. I like the warm weather. Wow, look at them apples coming through, campers. Look at them. Yep, it's going to be cider making time soon. Yeah, I don't mind this weather so much. I like the warm weather. But it's just a bit difficult when you got dogs, especially black dogs. They don't like the heat. And filming the Daily Meat in the mobile greenhouse on wheels, we don't want to spend too much time in that direct sun. So yeah, it's Bank Holiday Sunday. And wow, look at the grass, campers. It's getting long under the trees again. I ain't going to be mowing this anytime soon. It's way too hot for that. Yeah, so it's Bank Holiday Sunday. We had a nice chill day yesterday. Right, just up here, just up there. And we're going to be doing pretty much the same today. Although I do fancy a change of scenery. This is me, went to King's Lynn yesterday, which is the main route to Hunstanton. She said it was just chaos, absolute chaos. So a trip to the seaside this weekend, totally out the question. Plus it's half term, so a lot of kids are off school, a lot of families having the holidays. We really haven't got a lot to do this weekend. Just gonna ride out the heat wave, try and stay in the shade, stay cool. And just make the most of it. Just make the most of what you've got. Which in the Meat Manifesto homestead, yeah, I'm quite lucky. We've got a fair bit of land in the homestead, so we can, we've got our own personal campsite. Not going to be making any fires though. Well, this dry weather when things start going crusty. Yeah, I do really want to burn some stuff, but not at the minute. Look at that. Look at that plant coming through, campers. Yeah, so yesterday we had a nice chill afternoon in the meat wagon. Had a cheeky juice or two. Did cool off in the evening, so that was nice. There's nothing worse than being hot at night. I can imagine the next couple of days it's going to be horrendous. If the house gets too hot, I'll just bring the campervan down the back of the garden and sleep in them. Why not? Yeah, so yesterday I had some chicken wraps. I've still got some chicken left over and some salad and some wraps, so I think we'll be repeating that again today. Probably have that for my lunch, as opposed to a lunch/dinner. So Mrs. Meat took Bruno for a walk this morning, so he's had a few puppy steps. He's going to be staying indoors with Maggie today. So I think what I'm going to do today is have a little drive in the meat wagon, get the windows open, get the airflow going. Find a nice shady spot, a nice cool area. Let's park up for a bit and have a spot of lunch. Yeah, look at that sky, campers. There's a nice cool breeze at the minute, so that's quite welcoming. Now, one of the downsides with living in South Lincolnshire is it's very flat and there's not much in the way of woodland without having to travel quite far. What I'm going to do is try and hunt down a bit of shade, bit of shady area, give the meat wagon a little run. So before we do anything, let's get this fridge nice and cool, get into the minus figure. Look at that, -1. Yeah, that's the ambient temperature currently, so we'll get that nice and chilled. So I've got lunch sorted, but we need a cheeky juice. But as I'm driving, it's gonna have to be a non-alcoholic little number, so we'll stop by a shop, get something a little fancy, something refreshing, maybe something zesty to complement the the chicken and the lemon and black pepper mayo. Yeah, sounds like a plan, campers. And we also need to top up on some water because we're getting low. When you got weather like this, you need to stay hydrated. Very important. Well, campers, we are back out on the open road. And yeah, it's hot. It feels hotter than yesterday. Most definitely. Feel the humidity, even in the meat wagon driving with the windows open. The breeze is a very, very strong, warm breeze. I was reading a comment on one of my videos last night that somebody see a green T4 for sale on Gumtree and they thought it was my van. Because the registration was identical apart from the last letter. Mine ends in H, this one ended in G. Same colour, Scarab Green, got the same windows on the back. 2.5 TDI, and it even had the same brake warning light on the dashboard. I think it had 168,000 miles. It was in Aberdeenshire, and it's for sale for £2,000. No MOT. MOT went out in March, and the gearbox needs a fifth gear. There's no fifth gear. There's a spare gearbox in the back of the van. We'll put some pictures up now. So that was the meat wagon sibling. It's got the 2 seats in the front, which this would have had originally, and no side windows. I like the fact it was also converted into a camper, quite crudely, like the meat wagon. I'll keep the setup basic, but it's funny, it's got rust in identical places as the meat wagon. Here we go, campers, back on the A17. Bit of Sunday bank holiday weekend traffic. Quite busy, but we're doing a steady 50 in the old meat wagon. As always, we just cruise the roads. No rush to get there, just enjoy the ride. If I had an MOT and a working gearbox, I'd probably buy it. Meat wagon 2.0, but you know, priced accordingly, I suppose. But still strong money for a non-running vehicle in a way. I know it does run, but you know. No MOT and he's a gearbox replacement. Well, I've got a fancy juice. Got a Don Simon lemon and lime juice drink. Tesco Whole Beach on a bank holiday Sunday. That is chaos in there. Absolute chaos. So now we've got lunch sorted out. Let's go and find somewhere to park up for a bit of a Torben Piechnik. Remember that Liverpool player? That's going back a bit. Not that I watch football anymore. In my opinion, it's turned to fantasy football. It's about who's got the most Arab oil money. Yeah, it's not like the good old days when you had people like, you know, John Barnes, he liked to rap. You had Paul Gascoigne, like the old Cheeky Juice. You had Robbie Fowler, who used to like sniffing the lines. Vinnie Jones used to like grabbing the old meat sack. Innocent times, campers. It was a more innocent time. I even remember Eric Cantona when he got banned for 18 months for doing the karate kick into a Crystal Palace fan. And then when he come off his ban, the anticipated first match back was against Liverpool, and Cantona pulled up at the stadium in a Vauxhall Cavalier. Not like nowadays where they pull up in exotic supercars. Different world, campers, totally different world. Well, campers, we're just crossing the River Nene, the Sutton Swing Bridge, on the hunt for a nice shady little park up. There is one at the end. We hook a left here. There is a little parking area right at the end of the road. We'll go and check that out first. So I was thinking we might get a nice breeze coming off the River Nene there, as the Wash is a bit further up, out to sea. Joins the North Sea a bit further out. Right, we're going to try this car park on the right hand side. See if we can get a shady little area. So this is called Eastbank Picnic Place. So we've even got a bin here some picnic benches if required, and we're in the shade. I need to turn my lights off. Looks like the boy racers have been here at some point, doing some sweet burnouts. This place is on park for night, but I wouldn't recommend parking around here. Some very dodgy goings on happening in this area. I don't think you'll have a peaceful night's sleep. Let me turn my lights off. So before we have a spot of lunch, I'm just going to go for a quick wander. Get in the bushland. Look at that, campers. There is a path. Oh, it's nice and cool in here, campers. This is better. There is a path that leads up to, right up to the wash. You got lighthouse that side, and there's also one just around the corner here as well. So that's where we just walked out from. Straight ahead there's I think it's a private residence now. Just take a screenshot of that. The St Peter Scott Lighthouse. Oh yeah, there's the other lighthouse. There's a few people fishing down there. Yeah, there were some kids in the garden of that lighthouse doing some TikTok videos by the looks of it, doing some dance routines, so I didn't want to film too much there. We're gonna keep walking straight ahead, and this is where the River Nene joins the wash. That's the mouth of it just there. It's definitely too hot this time of day to take Bruno out, so we'll have a quick stroll. We'll get our steps in as well. So welcome to the Wash National Nature Reserve. On the southeast corner of the Wash forms the largest natural nature reserve in England. Well, there's a bit of info campers. I'm going to screenshot that. And there's a lay of the land. We are currently right here. And for reference, Skeggy is about there, and Hunstanton is up there somewhere. And the homestead, probably where countryside is, right the countryside. But we're just going to have a little wander just up to here and have a look at the sweet view heading in a northerly direction. Now if you come here any other time apart from summer, it is very cold, very windy. It still can be in summer, but it's a little bit more bearable. This actually forms part of the King Charles coastal walkway, which basically goes around the edge of the Wash and a bit further. So in theory you can pretty much walk from Hunstanton all the way round to Skeggy and further north. I was thinking one day I may get an electric bike, not on a day like today, and when Bruno's a bit bigger we'll do a big section of it. Burn some energy off for the puppy, and we get some exercise in and get some sweet views. And there's a south facing view of the lighthouse. Directly the other side is the other one there. Look at that, you get some nice countryside views there. Man, it is warm. So I want to get some exercise in, get some steps in today, build up an appetite, and then we'll go back to the van and we'll have our picnic in the shade. Just looking at that lighthouse, and just through the gap there in the centre of the screen you can see a telephone antenna. That's the sneaky 5G tower I uploaded Daily Meat on. The homestead is just a little bit further down. Yep, we're in that direction. Well, that's one way of escaping the crowds. Just set up camp on the shore of the River Nene there and have a sweet day out with the family. Good planning. All you need is a little power station, electric cool box, and you're good. Get a few cheeky juices in there. That way you don't have to worry about all the hustle and bustle of the seaside resorts. size of that cow there. That's a big boy. You get some prime cuts of steak off them. Just having a little chow down around the wash. He's definitely a big boy. Look at him swinging in the breeze there, campers. Impressive. So warning, no toilets, cafes or public transport options for 9 3/4 mile. So about half a mile in that direction we've got the meat wagon. So we can tickle them boxes. We're good, we're self-sufficient. Well campers, that's where the River Nene joins the Wash. That little island there is a donut shaped island. Houses wildlife nowadays, but apparently it's built in the 70s. It's called Outer Trial Bank, and it was a failed engineering attempt to turn the Wash into a freshwater reservoir. So yeah, that's what that is. And we got Hunstanton right on the horizon. Come around a bit further inland. You can just see one of the spires at King's Lynn, just by that row of trees. And over in the far distance on the horizon is Skeggy. Skeggy's all the way over there. Look at that campers, so peaceful. Right, I'm going to make my way back to the meat wagon now. It's getting rather hot, the midday sun. And I need a cheeky non-alcoholic juice. Should be nice and cold now. It's been in the fridge, sitting at -1. Oh, campers, let's get back in that shade. That is hot. Well, it looks like we're losing a bit of shade there. May have to pull in a bit further. Yeah, I think I need to shimmy the van a bit further over. Sun's moving quick. Yeah, that's a bit better. A bit closer up to the stinging nettles. Ideal. So the fridge is down to temperature. Let's see how the temperature of the meat wagon is at the minute. Oh, 29 campers. Let's get some ice cold water in the old fan. Get that on number 3. Whew. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bit of a sweaty mess, but the fan, oh, should do its thing with the nice mist blowing on my face. It's good. Right, anyway, let's get a lemon and lime juice out. Right, nice bit of ice cold Don Simon. Good health, campers. On my second cup, we've only got a little beaker. I'm just going to cool down for a bit, and then I'll start putting a bit of heat to the southern fried chicken meat. Ooh. Well, campers, the mist blowing on my face is certainly doing the job. I also put some baby wipes in the fridge before I went for a walk, and they definitely cooled me down a bit. Oof. Right, campers, chicken is going in the air fryer. Let's get it down 180, and I did it for 12 minutes yesterday. That was fine. Bingo! Look at this sweet view. Nice bit of South Lincolnshire bush action right outside our side door. There you go, campers. Just a repeat of yesterday, really. Oh, look at that. A bit of house salad, some southern fried chicken tenders, and a bit of lemon and black pepper mayo. Oh, lovely. Right, let's swaddle up this chicken meat. Sometimes, campers, the most simple food is the best. Good health. and goes well with the Don Simon lemon and lime juice. Well, campers, lunch hit the spot in a sweet little picnic area. Yeah, it's nice, and I've definitely cooled down quite a lot. But yeah, we need to get moving. We need to get back to the homestead because I got puppies to look after. Right, let's get back out into the blazing sun. Yeah, a good little spot for a daytime park up, but as you can see by the state of the roads here with all the ute, not ideal overnight. It's a shame because it's quite a good little location. Just the other side of the River Nene, sweet T4 alert. Give us a comment if that's one of you guys. Look at that beautiful spot. That's another place you can camp as well, the other side of the river there. Normally I park just on the other side there, where that big bit of bushland is. That's where I normally take Bruno for a walk. There is also another really good park up just the other side of the river. I may actually camp there soon. Check it out, see what it's like at night. I don't think you get the boy racers down there. I want to see. There's a few little spots around here, tucked out the way. If you just want a nice peaceful evening, yeah, there is some secluded spots. Look at that, campers. Look at the vitality. Best daily dogging channel on the whole of YouTube. Bring us having a quick walk up the garden. It's a bit hot. Still a bit hot in it, puppy, but look at them buttercups. Ooh, let's walk around them. Yeah, just going to have a quick stroll. Still need to get some steps in, puppy. I know it's warm. Yeah, 6 PM now. 6 PM, Sunday bank holiday. Just having a little leisurely stroll up the garden. Just need to finish this video off. I've edited up to this point, and then we'll go up to the 5G tower just up the road and upload it for your Sunday bank holiday weekend viewing pleasure. Oh, look at that, campers. It's a very nice day. That sun is still remarkably strong. Like it. Yeah, so we spent the last few hours just sitting in the homestead, chilling out in the shade with a fan on. Bruno's been running around like a mad dog. He's crazy. But you just have to try and keep him calm in this weather because he just gets too hot. But he's happy just having a little stroll up the garden. Just a nice easy pace. Look at that, campers. Look at that beautiful sun. Oh. So anyway, that's going to do it for today's portion of the Daily Meat. Another scorcher in this UK heat wave. I hope everybody's keeping cool, especially if you're out in a camper van or you've got pets and whatever. I know it's quite difficult keeping a comfortable temperature. But yep, tomorrow and the day after it's going to be getting warmer still. So yeah, not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. We'll play it by ear. Bank holiday Monday. Maybe I'll get out and about early. Take Bruno for a good stretch before it gets too hot. So yep, that's going to do it for today. I'm going to get this video uploaded. I'm going to have a cheeky juice. I think I'm going to have the rest of my turbo cider tonight. Chill out with a fan on, watch a bit of YouTube, and that'll be it. And start again tomorrow. There you go, found some shade. Bruno's having a little chew of the grass. The world is good. It's all good, isn't it, puppy? Alright, thank you very much for watching. I shall catch you guys on the next portion of the Daily Meat. See you tomorrow. Stay meaty.